Wow, it actually says Bedtime Bulb right there. That's our registered trademark. Pretty ballsy. Well guys, it happened. I got copied. The other day I was searching Amazon for Bedtime Bulb and I noticed somebody else's listing pop up. This company had used the words Bedtime Bulb, which they can't actually do because I have a registered trademark, but they had clearly deliberately copied my product. And before reporting them, I decided to buy the product so I could show you how a fake bedtime bulb differs from the real thing. Now they were offering two for $16.99, while ours costs one for $19.99. So surely you see, oh wow, well this product looks the same as the real bedtime bulb, but it's way cheaper. But just knowing the economics of this, there's a reason why our product costs $19.99 because of the quality, and I'd have a hard time believing that they're able to sell two of these for $16.99 and still make a decent profit. So I decided to purchase the product, tear it apart, run some specs on it to show you what a fake bedtime bulb is compared to a real bedtime bulb. Now I haven't even opened this thing. It just came this morning in the box. So you're gonna be finding out, just as I am, how exactly this product differs from my own. All right, opening the fake bedtime bulb. Styrofoam. Looks really fun. Is there gonna be anything in here at all? Oh, yep, two light bulbs. Two light bulbs. No information on the packaging, just two light bulbs. Kind of like the styrofoam like stuck to the packaging. Do you see that? It's like this, like the styrofoam was still, I guess it was still warm when they put it in maybe? Looking at it pretty closely. Overall, looks kind of similar to the bedtime bulb. There's no marking on the base. It's just a completely unmarked base. I'm not sure if you can see this, but the overall quality of the finish is not very good on this bulb. There's a lot of like scratches on the paint. We try to weed most of these out. So if we have a bad paint job, that will usually be rejected. And there's even like it's kind of shoddily put together. Like down here, there's like a bunch of dirt and stuff like that. It's never really easy to get that perfectly away, but usually ours look a lot cleaner than this. Let's look at the other one. Again, it's just in this crappy cardboard box here. All right, this one's kind of like, look at all that styrofoam junk just hanging off the bulb there. It's kind of gross. All right, well, this one looks a little bit better, but again, the finish quality is pretty poor. You can see some uneven paint there. See that? That stupid styrofoam. It's got the white base. So I'm not too happy about this unlabeled box here, other than, you know, it says bedtime bulb on it. And again, it says it in the Amazon sticker, but nowhere else does it even say anything at all on this product about what it is or how to differentiate it. So it could end up causing a lot of confusion for my customers, which ticks me off a little bit. But all right, here we are. Let's test it out. See what we get when we screw in the fake bedtime bulb. Okay, so let me remove this crappy styrofoam here. Okay, so it's a light bulb. It's a very warm color. It has like an amber color. I'm gonna have to test it out to see what this looks like on my meter here. So give me a second to get this set up. Gotta turn it on and calibrate it, which takes a few seconds, fortunately, because I gotta know. Okay, calibration, calibrate, go. Finish, okay. Looking at the fake bedtime bulb spectrum. Oh, let me stop this down a little bit here so maybe you can see the bulb a little bit better, but it's gonna make me kind of dark. So I'm gonna be dark and the bulb will maybe look a little bit better. So spectrum, here we go. Okay, so it's got a pretty warm white spectrum, pretty low blue, as you'd expect for this type of thing. So let's look into that spectrum a little bit. You can see that it's pretty low blue light. Ours is certainly similar, although we actually fill out more of the red. And that's one of the reasons we have better color rendering across the board, which ends up being a better experience for the nighttime. But what they said on their Amazon page was that this product actually had zero blue light, and they showed a spectrum with a spike at violet or purple, and then nothing in blue, and then pretty much all the other colors from green to red. But if you're looking at that spectrum, that's not the same spectrum. It does have blue light still. And it doesn't have anything in the purple-violet range. So they lied about their spectrum. And not only did they lie about their spectrum, they actually stole that spectrum image. This is the same group of people who have been making these fake sleep light bulbs that I exposed in some of my other videos. And I think it is, at least. I can't say for sure, but it certainly looks like it. But this graphic is actually taken directly from Sora, which actually makes the product that does that zero blue purple light thing. So not only did they copy the basic look and feel of my bulb to kind of trick people into thinking it's the same thing and copy the name, but they also copied the image from Sora. So these people like just have a copy machine and they're out to copy whatever seems to work. So the CCT is the color temperature is about 2300 K. They said it was 2200 K, but 23 is still within the spec range that you would expect. So that's okay. CRI, very low. Only 83, it's a regular LED. Nothing special, not like the high color quality. TM30, this is like the new CRI basically. This is okay, but it's like a regular LED. Pretty low saturation. Ours has a much higher RF value and a more neutral RG value than this. So they're not using a very good quality LED in here. They just copied the 2200K LED. You see, the thing is with Bedtime Bulb, we've actually maximized the CRI because we found it to be important. You can't just put an 80 CRI LED in a light bulb and expect to get the same reading color performance. So we actually put a lot of work into that, and that's one of the reasons why these types of things don't work as well, because even though it can have a 2200K, which is a very warm white LED in it, it doesn't have the same color performance, so it's actually, you would actually need to have a slightly brighter product to read under. So I've got the real Bedtime Bulb here that actually is the real product, so if you look closely, you might be able to see the markings on the base. I'm not sure there, but they are there. This is the real deal. Comes in the real packaging. So let's screw this in and we'll do a quick test to look at the CRI and other specs. So, much better. Look at that high CRI R9 values. This is a real high quality light source, not just a bargain basement, cheap filament LED. So what do I think about these copycats? On the one hand, it's validating to know that I've created a product that's successful enough that people are trying to imitate the success of it. But I think that this type of copycat company is not really the type of innovation that we want to see in the marketplace, because these people are basically using a copy machine and copying some of the superficial aspects of products, but also making them cheaper. And that's ultimately not very good for the consumer, because the consumer can often be misled. And you know, one of the things that we're very honest about our product is that we don't remove all the blue light. Part of our design is that we actually balance the color quality and removal of blue light so you have the best experience of lighting at night. Because if you remove too much blue, it can actually make the light too orange and too unpleasant to be under and lower the overall experience of the product. But these people are not just copying the superficial look and feel of my product and others. They're also copying the marketing. You know, they used phrases like the light bulb for healthy sleep. I saw that in their listing. They copied that right off of one of my images and off of our packaging. They copied the exact look and feel of the product, but they did it in a cheap way. You know, like the fit and finish is not very good. And I'd be curious if they're even living up to having things like ETL, which is a safety certification that's similar to UL in the US. And the spectrum image is totally a lie. And not only is it a lie, they totally just copied it from another company. So these types of copycats in the marketplace are not good for the consumer, not good for innovation. But at the end of the day, some people are going to choose the knockoff product because it is cheaper, and they maybe don't necessarily care about the poor customer service that's going to come along with it, or maybe not living up to the specs. They just think that it's close enough and they're going to buy it, and so what if it's not exactly the same? So right now, this product is gone from Amazon because we've flexed some of our intellectual property rights, and we will continue to do so with this company and other companies because it's a serious violation of our intellectual property, not just the trademark, to do things like this. And I don't want to get into that here. But if you do end up buying one of these knockoff bedtime bulbs that come on the market again, I'd love to hear what you think, why you made the purchasing decision to go with the cheaper one. Maybe the cheaper one does something better than what we're doing. And you know, we are going to keep innovating, and you actually have an open line of communication with us to give us suggestions on what we should be doing next. Should we tweak the brightness? Should we make new form factors? Should we reduce the overall amount of blue light? You're not really going to get that kind of dialogue with these fake companies. They're just going to see what the successful brands are doing and copy it. So, you know, we're the type of people you want to talk to be on the leading edge and to actually get what you want in a product. So I hope that wasn't too much of a rant, but it was pretty interesting to expose our first fake copycat bedtime bulb. I'm sure it won't be the last, but those out there who are trying to copy Bedtime Bulb, you've been warned that we don't take this lightly. So thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed this pretty crazy video, and I hope you have a great day.